Welcome back to Reset and Rise Midlife, the space where truth doesn't need to be dressed up to be powerful. And I'm Coach Sabrina Woods, and today I want to talk to the woman who feels like she's losing people because she's finally finding herself. This episode isn't light, it's not polished, and it's what happens behind closed doors, after the glow up, after the growth, when the people you thought would cheer for you stay silent, or worse, sour. So if you've been asking yourself, why does it feel like I'm being punished for healing? This one's for you. Take a deep breath, grab your journal, and let reset and then rise in the raw form. Let's talk about what they don't tell you on the healing journey. They don't tell you that healing can feel like grief, that choosing yourself can feel like abandonment, even when you're the one who stayed with everyone else for years. They don't tell you that the moment you stop betraying yourself, others might start treating you like the enemy. Why? Because the version of you that they loved was the one who kept herself small. The people who praised you when you were self-sacrificing might disappear when you get clear. The ones who said, "You're so strong," when you were suffering silently, might ghost you when you finally decide to speak up. Let me tell you a truth that most won't say out loud. When they change because you did, it's not rejection, it's revelation. Now, let's dive into the heart of the power play you'll face when you refuse to shrink back. I want to illustrate this story from my own journey, so you can feel how real it is and how you can recognize it in your life. A few years ago, after nights spent teaching myself coaching tools, recovery tools, emotional intelligence, and most every evening, I prayed for courage. I prayed for courage to hand in my resignation at my corporate job, the one I hated for a decade. I thought my closest friend would celebrate. Instead, she pulled me aside and said, "Sabrina, I'm really worried about you. Are you sure you're okay? Leaving a steady paycheck, that's risky. I just don't want to see you end up homeless or worse." That made me laugh inside. On the surface, it was concern, but beneath it was a power move. She was trying to guilt me into staying small, safe, exactly where she felt comfortable. Every "I just want the best for you" text carried an unspoken "don't leave me behind." That was my first taste of guilt for prioritizing myself. But next came the sabotage. You see, I set goals to release a free guide every month. But at our girls' night, she planted seeds of doubt. Are you sure people would take advice from someone who hasn't even paid a mortgage yet? That sting, that was an attempt to undermine my new habits and to keep me doubting myself. And then came the classic gaslighting. When I gently said, "I feel like you've been questioning my choices a lot lately. It hurts." Her response, "What are you talking about? You're too sensitive." That's the stop being sensitive tactic. Recasting your truth as your problem. And the real kicker, When I published my first paid course, she told mutual friends, honestly, I never thought Sabrina would make it on her own. I was only trying to protect her. Suddenly, my courage became her benevolence. That's rewriting history, positioning themselves as the hero in your story. Those 4 tactics are the core of what I now call the power dynamic shift. It's the guilt trips disguised as concerned. It's the sabotaging through doubt and dismissive remarks. It's gaslighting, labeling you too sensitive when you start standing up for yourself and implementing boundaries. And it's rewriting your story to cast themselves as the hero or the victim. Each is designed to pull you back in the old equilibrium where you stay small and they stay comfortable. But here's the truth, sis. Your healing is not negotiable. So now's the time to reclaim the room. And we're going to do that and remind ourselves every day by using incantations. These are not just affirmations. These are truth weapons. I want you to say them. I want you to scream them. I want you to whisper them. Shout them to the top of your lungs if you need to. Better yet, write them on a sticky note and place them all around your home. 1. I don't owe anyone the broken version of me they were comfortable with. I'm not losing people. I'm losing performance. If peace costs connection, I still choose peace. I don't need validation to rise. I need truth. I will not feel guilty for refusing to bleed so others can feel whole. Write them down, ladies. Stick them up. Remind yourself to reclaim the room. But now's the time to get honest with yourself. This one isn't pretty, but it's powerful. Your journaling prompt for this episode is quite simple. I want you to write down the names of those who pulled away since your healing started. And for each person, I want you to ask yourself, what role did I play to stay connected to them? What part of me is still afraid to disappoint them? Lastly, have I mistaken attachment for love? And then, I want you to write the lie down. The lie you've been carrying that keep you stuck. For instance, it can sound like, if I change too much, I'll be alone. If I speak my truth, I'll lose everything. If I heal, I'll outgrow them. Then, right under it, write the truth, your truth. And I want you to say it out loud. You are not the villain. Sis, you are not selfish. You are sacred. You are not broken. You are breaking free. And anyone who can't honor that isn't your loss. They are their own. I know it hurts. I know it feels unfair. But don't go back to who you were just to make other people comfortable. They didn't have to live your chaos. They didn't cry in your mirror, and they didn't carry your pain. So they don't get to control your peace. So if this hits you in the chest, good. That means you're healing. You're waking up and you're remembering who you were before the world taught you to forget. So now, join me inside the Reset and Rise podcast support group. There's no performance, no perfection, just power. Real, raw, rising woman who no longer apologizing for their becoming. The link will be in this episode's overview. You deserve to be seen as you are, not who they miss. You're not crazy. You're not too much. You're not lost. You're healing. And your healing disrupts everything built on your pain. Keep going and keep rising. Until next time, ladies, let's do this.